Hello everybody, this is Felipe Martinez, Platinum Agent out of Phoenix, Arizona. Definitely wanted to kind of send a message out or a video. For a lot of people out there, I know they have a lot of questions or really want to understand kind of just the simplicity of the basic compensation plan behind Seacret. We do have, get a lot of questions at Arizona Seacret University as far as particular questions about the compensation plan, so we definitely wanted to go over that. So the first thing we're going to start off is just with really the basics of what is an active agent. Now, we all know when someone first gets started, they become an agent, they're going to pay $49 to become an agent. They get their kit, their website, their back office, all that exciting stuff. Now, from there, obviously, they're going to want to get started and they're going to equip themselves with some product. Now, an active agent is really anybody that has more than 35, okay, in personal volume. So basically, they've done more than 35 in a personal order. So that can be a $50 order by the agent. That can be any of the, obviously the demo sets that when agents get started, you see 75, you see 275, and I think 750 there. So those are all the amount of volume that when a new agent gets started with a demo set, that's the volume that's attached to that position, which now activates them and makes them an active agent really within Seacret. Now, you can be active by having 35 or more in a personal order or in a personal volume order, which breaks down to about $50 or so. The other way to be active is 200 in total personal volume. And what total personal volume basically is, it's the volume of all of your customers as well as yourself. So personal meaning what you spend and what your customers have spent. So let's say you've done 10 in personal volume. I don't know, let's say you bought a mud soap or something like that, and your customers did a total of 190 in volume and sales of what they purchased. You have a total of 200 in total personal volume. Congratulations, you are now an active agent within Seacret. Now, one thing that's very important to understand when you're doing this is the volume, 35 in personal volume and 200 in TPV, is done within a 4-week cycle. So what that basically means is a lot of agents always ask these questions, especially on their 5th week, is, hey, I noticed I'm not active anymore, or I noticed my volume flushed, I'm not too sure what happened. And really what we want to do is make sure that we're communicating and really letting our agents know really how the compensation plan works. And really it's a matter of, it's 35 in volume every 4 weeks. So obviously on that 5th week, that order that you placed 5 weeks ago has basically fallen off. And so obviously there needs to be a new order placed on that 5th week. Now, I know one of the things that when I first looked at this industry, especially on a product company, one of the things that kind of turned me off about it is having to buy product every single month. So I know from the co-founders, when they started the company and really when they looked at it, that was one of the things that they wanted to help. So for some of those agents that they don't mind buying product, hey, you can go ahead and buy product, and that's easy thing for you just to stay active that way. But I know there's a lot of people out there that want to be able to save some money and want to be able to have their business run with as little overhead as possible. And especially with our amazing Enroll 4 Pay No More program, obviously the more customers you have and the more money they're spending, the more free product credit you're getting. So it's really a win-win situation where you're not spending any money to keep your position active and you're also getting free product credit. So what that basically means is understanding that if you're having a consistent customer base that is ordering product every single month, then you shouldn't have to worry about having to spend money on your product, because they should have over 200 in total personal volume. Now understand that it might take more than 4 preferred customers to get more than 200 in total personal volume. And the way you could actually check your volume is if you look on your dashboard here, and I hope you can kind of see it. If you look on your dashboard through your back office, you'll see active here, so that's how you can check every day, and typically on Mondays you want to see what it says. As you see, it says active, but then below here you could actually see the amount of total personal volume the agent has and the amount of personal volume each, how much they've purchased as that agent. So you can actually see a lot there, and if agents just kind of check their back office and see what's going on, they'll be able to know, hey, I'm active, I'm not active, or what do I need to do to become active. So it's very, very important that we're not letting our agents have their minimums be their maximums, because we know that there's going to be customers that maybe that first week ordered a product. But maybe if you have only 4 preferred customers, by the time it comes for that second go-round, you might have one of those 4 say, hey, you know what, I'm going to take a month off and I'm going to postpone my order for next month. And if you have barely 200 in total personal volume out of those 4 customers and one of them fell off, that means you probably have 1/4 of that volume that's missing that next following month. So you want to make sure either A, you're always adding new customers and just understanding some of them are going to take some months off and they're not going to be consistent as an every single month kind of thing, because we know really how rich our products are, and sometimes they might take a month off. So you want to really put your business in a strong position where your business isn't reliant on just 4 customers, but you're really going out there getting 10 preferred customers and really understanding some are going to take months off, some are going to be months on, but as long as you have that, you're going to be well over that 200 in total personal volume with your customers. So very, very important to understand and really explain to our agents of really how to remain active in the company. The next thing we're going to go over real briefly is really what is qualified. And qualified basically means that you have an active agent on your left and an active agent on your right. Now understand the same rules of being active applies for them as well. So which means if you sign this agent up, and let's say when they first signed up with a premium demo set, and we never explained to that agent as far as staying active, placing an order 4 weeks after they initially got started, and having preferred customers that are spending money, that are automatically keeping them active because they have more than 200 in total personal volume between all those customers as a gathering. And let's say on the 5th week, because the 5th week after this person got started, okay, this person is no longer active. Okay, they're inactive. Well, when this person goes inactive, this person, now the agent, is no longer qualified. Why? Because they don't have an active agent on their left and they don't have an active agent on their right. So it's very, very important. You can see from the bottom up how people can go from being qualified to being to being not qualified. Because if we're not really communicating with our agents, making sure that they stay active, making sure they're banking volume in their business, making sure they're just an active agent within Seacret, then obviously they go inactive, which makes the person above them go no longer qualified. So it's very, very important that we're really communicating with our agents and let them know when they get started in Seacret, it's not just a one-time thing. Just like any business, there's obviously an upkeep of really keeping your position active, just like anything. But the thing I really love about Seacret is they let us, the agents, really decide, do we want to spend the money to keep our position active on a monthly basis, or do we just want to go out there and build a business of customers that is giving us free product credit and also giving us the requirement to stay active within the company without having to really spend any money out of our pocket. Now, once you're a qualified agent, okay, so this person now is qualified because they have an active agent here that they personally enrolled. Now you can start qualifying for team commissions. Now, as this basically works, what you want to understand, the minimum for team commissions is a minimum of 500 in volume on your on your smaller organization, and a minimum of 1,000 in volume on your greater organization. So let's say you had 1,000 on one side and 0 on the other, that won't be a binary match. Let's say you had 250 on one side and 1,000 on another, that won't be a match either. If you had 500 on this side and 250 on that side, that wouldn't be a match either. So as long as there's a minimum of 500 on this side and a minimum of 1,000 on that side, that's considered a binary match. Now, if you're a star or a star builder, you're going to get paid a 10% bonus on that match, which will actually be $50. Okay, if you're a bronze or above, you're going to get 15% of that 500 in volume, which is going to break down to $75 for that same binary match. Now the thing is, the more matches you have in your organization, the more money you obviously make. So if it was versus 500 and 1,000, if it was 5,000 and you had 20,000 over here, the company's actually going to pay you 15% of this 5,000, which would actually be a total of $750 is what you'd make in your binary match. And so that's really how our binary works. Now moving forward, just so you guys understand how the company pays us, when they pay us a 5,000 binary match, and in this example you have 5,000 on your smaller organization and 20,000 on your greater organization, that next week moving forward, that following week, that following Monday, you might see, if it's exactly at 5,000, you might see that following week carry forward 0 on your left and 10,000 on your right. And all that basically means is a match is where you have 1/3 and 2/3. So whatever the match is, they're going to take that off the lesser side, and double, they're going to take that off the greater side. So that's why it's really important that you're building both organizations, both teams strongly, because obviously you want your greater side to be your greater side. And you want to really help your lesser side, and you want to focus on really building both organizations. And typically what I'll share with people, and it's the truth, is that if you're really good at this business, and if you're really out there building this business the right way, your lesser organization one week might be this one, your lesser organization the next week might be that one, the next week it might be this one, the next week it might. So you want to consistently build both sides, because honestly, if you're doing it right, you will flip your legs. And what flip your legs basically means is one week you might have more volume on this side than this side, but the following week you might have more volume on this side than this side. So it's still very, very important that you're really working in both organizations, you're building leadership in both organizations, and really helping people have success, because obviously the more people you're helping them make money, the more money you're making as well. So I hope this definitely helped, and just kind of a brief training of what is active, what is qualified, how to take advantage of just the basic team commissions, and really why it's so important to stay active with the bank volume and all that good stuff. So I definitely hope this helped, and I definitely hope if you have any questions, definitely feel free to send them in, and we'd be happy to put a little video together and help explain this, because I'm sure the question you have is a question that hundreds and hundreds of other agents have around the country, and we definitely want to make sure that everyone gets their questions answered and really truly is able to take advantage of the opportunity here with Seacret. So thank you guys. God bless. It was happy to serve you guys, and talk to you soon.